So I watched this video here by Daniel Lutaya, a Ugandan journalist, and
why do I have to pay withdraw charges for someone who is receiving money, who I'm paying for a service?
essentially he was questioning why Kenya has had a higher mobile money payments adoption rate than Uganda. And one of the things I can point to is that mobile money was introduced in Kenya in 2007 versus in 2009 in Uganda. Between 2007 to date, M-Pesa has monopolized the Kenyan market. And when you go to Kenya, almost all your transactions are happening on M-Pesa. More than 90% of the transactions are happening on M-Pesa. When you come to Uganda, the market is fragmented between Airtel and MTN. And up until 2017, it was impossible for you to transact between Airtel and MTN. And this means that merchants could not accept mobile money as a way of payment because they would have to choose between the two. Using the two would mean that their funds are going to be fragmented, and that was not ideal. So cash was a way of payment. It's also important to know that the mobile money fees in Uganda were actually much higher than that of Kenya. And so if you're transacting between 0 to 10,000, you're probably paying 750. Then right now it's about 500, but that is 5% of the value that you're trying to transact, which is actually very high. And because the fees were so high, people were discouraged against using mobile money as a way of payment. One of the things that I'm excited about MTN and Airtel doing is that they have now introduced the Momo codes, and anyone with any phone number can be able to generate a code and be able to receive payments on that code. And payments on that code is 0 shillings, which is ideal for the user who is making the payments. So these are the solutions that I am excited about, and I am very optimistic that years to come, we shall definitely catch up with Kenya. However, the reason as to why Kenya has a higher adoption rate is because they have been doing this for a much longer time than we have, and it is being dominated by a monopoly, and transaction within M-Pesa is much easier. Uganda, the market is fragmented, and that is why the adoption has been low because of the fragmentation. And this is also the case in Tanzania, where it is fragmented with multiple players, and inter-money transfer between the networks was impossible until recently. So that is my take on it.